up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well today. It's beautiful, beautiful Tuesday here in St. Louis, February 15th, day after Valentine's Day. It is 60 degrees today. I know it's crazy, hard to complain about it, but kind of wish it was 5 degrees and snowing, or maybe like 25 and snow. That sounds good. But anyways, I wish it was snowing, not 60 degrees. But I did get the opportunity to go out today and do a couple leaf cleanups. A few of my customers called and wanted me to clean up their yard a little bit. I did some leaf cleanups for them previously in the fall. Just wanted to come back and do a little touch up. Sorry if I'm squinting today. I'm trying not to put my sunglasses on, but it is bright out here today. I talked in my previous videos about my Little Wonder leaf vac that I bought this fall after leaf season, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I did get out today and used it a couple times, and it worked great. And this is my new trailer that I got this year. It's a LoadTrail 14-foot by 7-foot dump trailer. It's got the drop axles on it, so it sits about 3 inches lower. The top rail here sits about 3 inches lower than the other dump trailers, make it a little easier to get debris in and out of. But here's my Little Wonder leaf vac that I bought. I bought this used off of a guy, and he said he only used it at his house and just blew leaves down into the woods with it just to reduce them. And things in perfect shape. I mean, it definitely was hardly used at all. He said he changed the oil in it, showed me the oil was brand new. And yeah, this is a nice unit though. I went back and forth between the Billy Goats and this one, but this unit popped up used on Facebook Marketplace, and it was hard to pass it up. I mean, it was in great shape. Got a good deal on it, and the guy that I bought it off of obviously took very good care of everything. I could tell by his house and his other things in his house, everything was very well taken care of, so it made me feel good. I made this little bracket here to hang it on the back of the door here, and I got some ideas from some other YouTubers, Nickens Lawn Care, Spencer's Lawn Care. Shout out to those guys. They definitely helped me out with some of the ideas. I used a little bit of both of theirs for this, but I went down and got some 1/8 inch wall, 1/88 wall, 1.5 inch tube. Here you can kind of see how thick it is here. If I can get my head out of the sun. There, I know I need to paint everything. I got it on just like everything, and with intentions of painting it, and then it rained on it, and I just said, well, when I take it off this year, I'll sand it down real good and get it good and painted. But basically, I just kind of went up right here and made a little L over top the door so it hangs on the door. I ran some through bolts right here through it to keep it from shifting side to side and just kind of help it stay in place. And this down here is the clearance on it is super tight, so that way when it's riding down the road, it's really sitting on this here. It's not really hanging off the back of the door, it's sitting on this. You can feel it kind of drag on it a little bit when I open and close it, which I'll do for you guys in a minute. And I saw that Nickens and Spencer's Lawn Care reinforced the hinges on the back. Luckily, right down the road from me is a real nice trailer shop, and I was able to go get 2 of these hinges here, and I had those added on, reinforced. They got nice Zerks fittings in them to grease them up, beef up that back area back there. But yeah, I did all that fabrication work myself just in one afternoon outside of the house. It worked out pretty nice. It's bolted down here. Same thing with the other side. It's bolted down there. I haven't figured out a really good way to hang this here. This is the best way that I've found out so far to keep this tube up off the ground. If you guys have a better way, please let me know, because I'm trying to figure that out. But I got a towel wrapped around here and some duct tape to pad so I don't tear up my foam on this here. But I've got it set over top of that, and then I run a ratchet strap down from the bottom over to the other side, up and hook it right here. I don't know if you guys can see where I have it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but this is a great unit. I used it today for the first time. 2 piles of leaves. One was a small pile of leaves, which I filmed. The other was a little bit bigger pile of leaves, which I didn't get a chance to film. But it worked really good. heard so many people talking about going with the 37 horse unit. Spencer and them have the 37 horse unit on the back of theirs, and that thing looks like a beast. But this is nice. This is the 18 horsepower unit, Little Wonder. And man, I tell you what, I was sucking up today 2 pin oaks in the front yard. Those pin oaks have all their leaves are all their branches are real stiff, and the oak trees in our area here all have gotten that oak gall real bad, and this house here in particular was completely full of it. I hate cutting with my mower. It dulls my blades up, and I fling those things around all over the place, and I just dread one of these days I'm going to shoot one of them through the window. But so I went over there today and did a little cleanup for her, and really blew all those oak galls up, and I wanted to see how this thing handled it. Boy, it sucked them up no problem. Let's see if I can get you guys up there and see inside of it here. I don't know if you can see in there or not. I don't know if that worked or not, if you guys could see in there, but if you could, cool. If not, well, sorry. But I'll show you guys how this opens up here in the back. I was able to keep all of the factory pin, and I had to do a little tweaking and bend this out and stuff to get it to slip in there. It's a tight fit, but it works. So here, I'm going to set this down, guys, and show you how this works. This just swings all the way around. That's fully open. Got a couple leaves in there. I better get that shut before they all blow out. But you see it swings out to pretty much right at 90 degrees. And then I keep another chain inside my box, and I hook it from here to this little point right here. I run it up and hook it to the back of the leaf vac there to keep it from closing when I dump the trailer, because obviously if that's not at a 90 degree like it is right there, then that's going to hit first. This here is going to hit on the ground first and bend your door up, and you don't want that to happen. So a nice little flex hose up here at the top. I can move it around whatever angle I want. But this is just 2 little small cleanups that I did, and I'll tell you what, it really reduced them down, that's for sure, because they were pretty big piles. I say small cleanups, but they were way bigger than that, that's for sure. I mean, that's two full oak trees. I didn't do the backyard, just the front yards. But let me close this up for you guys. Here, while I got it open real quick, let me show you these. You can see how I went. That's how I went over. Just made a little L bracket, just 4 inches or 5 inches or so long, just to hang over. Bolts bolted through with washers. And that's that. Let me show you guys how to close it up here. So that's that. That's how it closes up. Works just like a normal door. This door over here functions completely normal like it did stock. And when I take this thing off, it'll be just a normal trailer. So if you guys are curious about my leaf box that I made here, I'm pretty proud of this. It turned out really nice. Really happy with it. I can kind of show you guys what I did here. Obviously, these are 2x4s that I ran down through the channel down. This one here, you could just run right down and stop. I don't know why these LoadTrail trailers, there's channels in here for the 2x4s, but they only cut out 1, 2, 3. So there's only 3 2x4s that drop down, whereas there could have been 5, but they didn't put them in there. And even these here, when they cut them out, they weren't big enough for a 2x4 to fit, and I had to come in here with a grinder and grind this out a little bit to get that to fit. But once I did that, they slid all the way down, and you want to make sure that you don't drop them all the way down. There's wires down here, so I stopped them somewhere around in here, you know, so that I wasn't cramming all those wires. So there's a solid, you know, 30 inches or so of 2x4 in there. I didn't have to shave it down the 2x4 to full size 2x4. This is that. I use 5/8 plywood, so it's 4 foot plywood here and a 4 foot sheet there, and then a 1 foot piece here across the top. So it's the walls are 5 foot tall total. Excuse me. I had it 6 foot tall total, and it was a little obnoxious, so I backed her down to 5 foot. I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out just perfect. I'm real proud of my bow system across the top here that I made from my tarp. You can see that it's pulled super taut. It looks really good. So what I did, guys, is I'm gonna hold you guys up here. It's too far away for me to point at, but I'm gonna get you guys up here to see. So I used 1 inch PVC, and then I used a 45. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I used a 45 right here, 1 inch PVC. I bought 10 foot sticks. And what I did is, with this being the 1 foot here that it is, and splitting the gap right here at 1 foot, so I cut 14-inch pieces, one on this side and one on the other side of the trailer, and then that left, I don't know, however many inches, whatever was left over between those two 14-inch pieces, I used as the bow going over the top. Let's see, I got 7 of them on there, and it turned out really nice. I held these off about a foot off the back and a foot off the front, and this is just a Harbor Freight tarp. I think it was like, I don't know, I want to say 16 by 24 was the size of the tarp. It was the biggest one they sell at Harbor Freight. It was like $54 or something. And just like anything else at Harbor Freight, it works, but it's not the best. You can see just these, I mean, these are barely have any tension on them at all, and it's pulled, you know. I mean, it's going to get the job done this year. There's a canvas company by my house that does tarps for semi trucks and dump trucks, and they make really heavy duty mesh tarps like this. I'm going to get that. You can see what I did back here on the back is, rather than have the excess hang down and it be real goofy, I folded it up. I'm gonna hold you guys up here. I sandwiched it in right here, so hopefully you guys can see that well right there. Overall, I think it turned out really nice. I'm really debating on painting it black or doing Thompson's water seal on it, like a real nice rich natural wood color on it. I kind of like the two-tone, the wood look like that. I think if I stained it up real nice, I think it would look good. Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, finally got it hooked up to the truck here. Got the truck washed up. I tell you, you just can't keep them clean this time of year. You wash them with all the salt on the roads and stuff. It did rain here once, kind of washed the salt off the roads, but not enough to really wash it off. But yeah, that is it. That's the rig right there, guys. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna leave the walls on. Probably gonna be taking them off for spring here. I got a lot of mulch jobs lined up already, so Probably going to be taking them off for that. I sold my other trailer. We used a 18-foot open trailer that I used to haul my race car around on, which is in the process of being built right now. I'll show you guys a picture of that right over here somewhere. And then I had wood sides on that trailer, which if I have a picture of that, I'll show it over here also. I sold that trailer this year when I purchased this because I'm not going to be needing the other trailer. This is what I'm going to be primarily doing all of my mulch and cleanup jobs out of. And the race car is going to be a year or so before it gets built. And hopefully when the time comes for that, we'll be getting a nice 24-foot enclosed to haul that thing around in, with a room for the golf cart up in the front and stuff. So got to keep mama and the kids comfortable there, you know. The golf cart makes them, the golf cart helps them have fun at the racetrack. So yeah, that's it. Looks like I've been going for quite some time here. So here's the old storage unit. This is the paint that I was going to use. It's a Glidden Premier exterior paint and primer, semi-gloss in black. I just had to mix it up, just black. I didn't want anything in it, no fancy, it's just black. So I'm sure that 1 gallon is not going to be enough. I don't know why I didn't just get 2. I think I was just, I don't know. I guess once I start with the black, there's no going back, right? So if I do the stain first and I don't like it, I can always paint over it with black. So maybe I'll do the stain first to save this for later. I bought one of those little kits that you get for 15 bucks. Comes with the roller and the cage. I'm sorry, the cage for the rollers and 2 rollers and a little brush. And I got my little extendable pole here to do some painting with. So that's it. I like my little storage unit down here though, that's for sure. Put a little shelf in here either day. I'm gonna fill that stuff up with God knows what this summer, but I'll be packing this ice in the back of the, I'll be packing this salt in the back of the spreader tomorrow. I may put the spreader back on the truck. I'll do a video of that, hooking up the plow, hooking up the spreader. So thanks for watching, guys. Keep an eye out for the next video of the hooking up the plow, hooking up the spreader. We got a little bit of salt. Got a little bit of ice coming in. We're gonna put down some salt tomorrow night. I'll make sure I bring you guys along for that. And yeah, as I like to say, that's it. I can't help myself but say that constantly. So this is it, that's it. I'm gonna get off here. Got sick kids at home, so I'm gonna go home and see how she's doing. And yeah, that's it. So we'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.